Yeah, I've got to start by giving a lot of credit to North Carolina Central. They're down men. We're down a few too, but they're really down men, and they've got a program developed there that is just it's enviable. They've won at a high level for a decade and a half now. If I botched that, I'm sorry, but around a decade and a half now, they've won at a high level. They've got culture, and it doesn't matter who they put in their system. That's a well-coached team. That's a team that understands what they're trying to accomplish on both ends of the floor. They execute their stuff offensively. They're extremely disruptive on the defensive end. And I got to tell you, I'm really happy to have this game over because they are really, really difficult to play against. And I'm going to tell you, when they get healthy, their full strength here, when they get into their conference schedule, they're going to be a handful. That's what well-coached teams look like. I know one when I see them, and I was just really impressed. Hats off to their staff and their players for competing the way they did. I thought our guys, first half, we really handled their pressure well. We had a bad flurry there to start the second half, but aside from that, I thought we really did some good things tonight. They're hard on a one-day prep to prepare for. We didn't spend very much time on having to be able to guard them. I thought, based on what we prepped for, I thought we did a nice job of taking them out of some of their key offensive actions, especially the ones we had enough time to work on. But again, credit to their coaching staff. They do so many disruptive things on defense. We only had about an hour on the floor to get ready for them total. We spent a lot of that just on trying to get ready for their defensive intensity, their traps, the multitude of looks that they can throw at you, and that's why I'm glad to have this one over.
Pleased with the way you guys responded after they got it down to 10.
Yeah, I was disappointed because we talked at halftime. Kezza promised me it wasn't going to happen again at halftime. He lied to me. Not really. We talked a little bit about it. It's just it's human nature to let up a little bit. We were in that situation on Saturday. I was glad that we punched right back. Kezza made a big basket there, and then we got a couple of stops and opened it back up. So I was pleased with our response. I was disappointed with the way we came out after the half.
What was the feeling, Kezza, when they got it to 10? Did you guys say anything, or?
The feeling is just keep doing what we're doing, stick to the process, and all gas no break. We didn't want them to feel like they had a chance to come back in the game, and we did, but we focused right back and did the job.
Looked like Kamani had most of the defense on King down the stretch.
Yeah,
King didn't get a bucket till last day.
We're doing a lot more switching, and so they were running an early action that got him switched onto him a few times. A few times he started on him. I think our idea, he's a really good player. We let him get going tonight with those 5 free throws early, fouled him a couple of times. That's on me. I saw that on film, and just with all the other things we were preparing for, that's typically something when we see that on film, we would really stress that to our players and make sure that they understand and that he's pretty good at drawing those fouls on jump shots. He'll kick his legs out a little bit. He's really crafty. He's an older player that understands how to play with a lot of experience. So we let him get going, I thought, at the line. I thought in the second half there down the stretch, we did a nice job as a group just swarming to him and not letting him get clean looks. We lost him one time on a elevator screen at the free throw line where we were a little late on a switch early in the second half. Where I was disappointed with that one. But after that, he had to take and make some difficult shots.
And most of your offense scoring came from Kamani and Kezza down the stretch. Is that just the way things played out?
Yeah, we've got a balanced group. I thought DeMar really carried us there in the first half for a stretch, and then Kamani got it going a little bit in the second half, and then Kezza got back to being Kezza tonight, and we expect that out of him. And we played against 2 teams that really overhelped the first couple games, and so Kezza's got a scorer's mentality, and so he had to really decide that when guys helped him to kick the ball out the first couple of games. Tonight I think we did a good job of letting him know, and he did a good job capitalizing that there would be some opportunities at the rim. North Carolina Central does a terrific job of defending the three-point line. We knew that they weren't going to give our shooters open looks, and even the ones, I think Kezza made 3 of them tonight, all of those were more difficult shots. Maybe 2 of the 3 were more difficult shots than we'd made in the last couple games. So just different philosophy. We knew something different was going to be open, and Kezza and Kamani are 2 of our better drivers, 2 of our better finishers, and they exploited mismatches and got to the rim and finished plays.
Yeah, just tell me about that down the stretch.
Just watching film, getting ready, and just watching film to know what to expect, and do my job. I worked on that every day, and it worked well tonight.